Boker tov, reif, boker.
I think I'll go for a walk in the country together, happily in the house.
יאללה, איזה יופי של עיגולים אתה עובד.
Rabbi Bachman had the hopes and dreams of having a dual language track in the preschool.
Language as culture has carried us from generation to generation.
So it just seemed a very natural program to introduce to our preschool.
And so I love the idea that small children are here in a synagogue in Brooklyn learning the Hebrew language from Israelis who grew up in the greater Tel Aviv area, and we're building these bridges between these two cultures.
נכון, הוא נסע לחופשה במטוס.
My husband and I both speak Hebrew and love Israel. It's really, really hard for us to speak Hebrew to our own kids because it's not our mother language. So the idea that someone else could teach in Hebrew at such a young age was just really exciting for us.
Research has shown that introducing a second language early on improves a child's brain function in terms of their executive functioning. They become more self-confident learners, better risk takers, which carries them through their whole school career.
We do speak Hebrew at home, and as an extension of that, we're happy that we're able to send Rio to the daycare where he's able to speak Hebrew during the day.
All scientific studies indicate that the strength of learning going forward for a child who's in a dual language daycare program
We spent over 2 years researching and developing this program. I met with leading researchers at Bank Street College, Hunter College, talking about their educational programs for dual language teachers. Then we met with a Hebrew language expert, Margalit Kavanstock, who introduced her very unique program to us called חלב ודבש.
חלב ודבש היא תוכנית להוראת עברית לגילאים הצעירים. הדבר המיוחד בחלב ודבש זה שהיא מתמקדת בשפה המדוברת, ובעצם אנחנו מחקים את התהליך של התפתחות השפה בגיל הרך ומיישמים אותו על שפה נוספת.
So חלב ודבש was very much in line with our child-centered philosophy and our approach to learning, and that it comes from the children and their interests, introducing language in a sequence that makes sense to them so that they are quickly able to delve into using full sentences and feeling very accomplished early on. We have one teacher speaking exclusively Hebrew throughout the whole day, and her co-teacher is speaking English. So this way the children are constantly exposed to rich spoken Hebrew all day long.
נשיקה. נכנסו פשוט לכיתה שיש שתי מורות, אחת מדברת אנגלית, אחת מדברת עברית, וזה מאוד טבעי להם.
Make a kissy noise. Each day there is a meeting in English and a meeting in Hebrew.
אני בוכה. מבוסס על שיעור פרונטלי שמבוצע כל יום עם הילדים. אנחנו יושבים איתם במשך רבע שעה 20 דקות. מה יש בחוץ? לנו יורד שלג? שמש! ראייה של עברית בעברית, זאת אומרת, אני נוכחת בכיתה לאורך כל היום בשפה העברית כדי שהם ישמעו. למד את הילדים שפה שהיא תקשורתית כדי שזה לא יישאר במעגל, ואחרי זה הם יוכלו לצאת החוצה מהמפגשים איתי ובעצם להתחיל איזושהי אינטראקציה אחד עם השני. בנצי פה! כל הכבוד! ואיפה התמונה של בנצי?
Every day they use it. They come into the classroom and they say to Tamar,
בוקר טוב. נעים מאוד.
There's dancing, there's games, there's, you know, Betsy the puppet, so that you have the masculine form.
ילדים והמון הפעלה, המון כרטיסיות חזותיות, צבעוניות בשביל הילדים להתעסק איתם, והם חייבים להיות שותפים בשיעור, כי אם הם לא שותפים איתי, הם לא יוציאו אחרי. אז מה נגיד? שלום! שלום! איפה שלום?
Anytime you see English, you see Hebrew in another color next to it. Therefore, when they start reading English, they'll also be able to start reading in Hebrew at the same time.
I get to visit every Friday, and it's just such an incredible joy to see these kids.
ריו מפתח משפטים מאוד מתוחכמים שלא ציפיתי ממנו לשמוע בעברית, והוא מגיע עם כל מיני מילים חדשות.
all the children, I think, are feeling quite successful and pretty excited about the things they're learning in the classroom, and are sharing all kinds of wonderful sentences in Hebrew.
Kids heard the word mishmish for apricot, and since then, anytime you go into that classroom, you hear somebody saying mishmish because they absolutely love the word so much.
Matan is loved, he's cared for, he's engaged, so it's a great preschool experience. And then the Hebrew has just been mind-blowing. I was trying to get him to eat his chicken, so I said, Matan ochel of. And he looked at me and I could see his little brain working, and then all of a sudden he said to me, Ima, lo matan ochel of, matan ochel anavim.
The actual Hebrew language in the children themselves has really been just exploding.
אז פתאום הם מאכילים את הבובה בפירות בעברית, כשהם אוכלים את הפירות באנגלית. תוצרים מאוד מאוד יפים שרואים היום.
We have a Keshet after-school program as well as Jahad. We have to be prepared for them in a way that we haven't been before in terms of children entering this program speaking Hebrew and being very comfortable with Hebrew and ready to take them to that next step.
Matan, see ya later.